let's have a look at today's fixture, shall we, in terms of looking for some value. Not a massive amount of games today, although more than I expected with it being the first week on the lead up to the World Cup. Obviously a lot of our leagues have dropped away and we'll be having a break until after Christmas. For that reason I've added in some new leagues. This is one of them actually that you're getting your prediction from today, the Portuguese second league. I've also added the French national, Italy Serie C, Ukraine, Turkey 1, and I think there's another one as well. I'm going to keep adding them throughout the next week as I find leagues that are suitable that are running throughout the winter period. So get started today. The odds for the away win in this Premier League 2 game are what's interesting me today. So it kicks off at 6 o'clock. Tondela versus the away team. So we're looking at we're thinking we should be getting odds of about 1.76, which would be fair, and actually we're being offered 2.32 as of about half an hour ago on Betfair. And you can see the odds for the home win or the draw are quite long as far as we're concerned, what we should be getting. So you're getting sort of not as long as you should be getting, so there's no value in the home team being onside. So we're looking at the away side. Also, you could look at overs. If you're doing an ACCA and you want to chuck something in, it'd be more likely overs according to the data. So why are we looking at this one in particular? The home team, Tondela, they've won 1, drawn 3 and lost 1 of the last 5 home games. So not the worst record in the world, but it's a bit sketchy, isn't it? They've only won 1. Admittedly, they've only lost 1 as well. Again, you can spin it both ways. Below average home side, really. They're in 17th place now, 11th place in the table with 17 points. They haven't, in those 5 games, haven't played anyone particularly good. So yeah, they're hit and miss, let's just say that. The away side, won 3, drawn 1, lost 1. They lost their last game out actually against Benfica 2. I never know if Benfica, and the same in the Dutch league, whether they're genuine reserve sides, a little bit like in England where it is the second string and you could get sort of players coming back from injury that are playing to get fitness back, or whether it is a genuine sort of youth team that could actually be really good but are just sort of playing that season before going into the first team, or whether they interchange with the first team throughout the season. I don't know. Anyone, let me know in the comments, because I'm never sure about the leagues that have got reserve teams in them, because we don't have that in England. Anyway, I digress as usual. So the away team, won 3, drawn 1, lost 1. Lost the last game to Benfica's second string, which might mean might be a reason for the odds to be a little bit longer than we perhaps think they should be, because often one loss will sort of people who just look at the very surface of the form of what's going on, they might say they lost the last away game, they're not going to win, and it can affect the odds. They're top of the league, 31 points. As I said, Tondela are 17th with 11 points. I just think basically the odds on offer are too good to ignore, which is what I say for most of these value bets that I predict. The difference 1.76 to 2.32. If you're getting above evens on top of the league who've only lost 1 of their last 5 away games, I think you've got to take that. That's value betting. That's something that you can't really ignore if you're going to value bet. So that's what I'm looking at. We have got about 5 tonight actually on the value selections tab, but the others I'm not entirely as confident as this one. So this is the one I'd be most confident with. So I'm giving you the best one, and hopefully we'll see that coming. So how did we get on yesterday? Yesterday wasn't as good a day as the previous days. We actually ended up, you've seen it now, minus 0.25, so very close to break even. But basically we did make a loss for the second time, I think, in 11 days. Brighton Villa 1-2, so Brighton went ahead and it was all looking rosy, but then Villa came back. Don't want to talk about it. Fulham Man United, see, now that was unfortunate as well. We were so close to getting that one, weren't we? That last minute winner for Man United, we would have made a profit because we had Fulham on side. That was still a good bet really, because you saw how close it was, and the odds didn't reflect what we thought would happen, and it very nearly did happen. It's same with the unders, last minute goal, but the unders were sort of decent value. Frankfurt Mainz was 1-1. Again, nothing majorly sort of out of line there. We had a 2-1 home win, which was a sort of underdog win in France. So that one didn't go the way we thought it would at all. We did get the Marseille win, which was one of the ones that I tipped yesterday for your predictions. I think it was Fulham, this one, and one in Portugal. Oh. So that one came in 3-2 to Marseille away from home, so that's a nice little profit. And then the third one was this one, wasn't it? Vitoria, they're called Vitoria as well, versus Moreirense, the home win, and that came in 1-0. So 2 of the 3 that we gave out yesterday came in, so that's nice. And then we also got a win in Slovenia from Maribor, 4-0 away from home, so 1.86, just not far under evens for such a dominant team. Was always good value. So we ended up with 0.25 for yesterday, which, you know, we take. You're not going to make a profit every time, and if the losses are as small as that, then, you know, I'm not going to be too concerned. So it takes us down to just over 27 points profit in 11 days. So we'll take that. A lot of people have been asking about the draw system as well, whether I'm still doing it. Yeah, very much so. Like, it's still my main income maker for me personally. We got 2 out of 3 draws coming yesterday. We're not long off a 5-match winning streak with the draws this month as well. So I need to sort the results spreadsheets out and make a video on it. But it's still very much full steam ahead and doing quite well at the moment. So that's included in the Poisson pack. As you can see over here, we have draw selections on our first tab every day. Then we have the value selections, and then the free selections is just the stuff that I'm showing you because I didn't want to show you all of the value selections. And then this is all of our Poisson stuff. So yes, it's still very much going, and this week I'll have an update. I didn't do the results for October, so I need to play through and do those, and I want to do November's because I know that it's doing really well. So yeah, we'll get on that. Like and subscribe as ever. I'll keep the content coming. I'm working on some World Cup stuff so that we can get our teeth into that. It's not always easy to do. I don't do competitions normally. I don't do cups or Europa League or Champions League, just because you can't get the data against the sort of teams that you're playing against. So it's not going to be sort of accurate data when, for example, England have been playing San Marino, and they might be playing USA, have been playing, I don't know what, Colombia or something. There's like it's hard. It's not sort of a like for like, is it? But there are things that I'm doing with it that we can sort of even the playing field. So we'll get a little bit of Poisson going on that, and I'm also going to be looking at doing some in-play corners for the duration of the World Cup, maybe even with a Telegram group, maybe. So yeah, keep watching, and thanks a lot for being here again.